last little story.
And then bedtime.
Yes. I'm the breadwinner, and my husband is a house spouse, and everyone we know, including our friends, all have a problem with that. Why? When I got a job in a low cost of living area where his job prospects were abysmal, he said he wanted to try his hand at being productive around the house and see if he could come up with ways to save and make money from home. He's knocking it out of the park. He grows fruit and vegetables in a huge garden, has some fruit and nut trees going, learned how to can, makes all of our food from scratch, does a great job with the housework, keeps bees as a hobby so we can get out of the house and go to the local beekeeping association meetings, has made us lots of interesting friends who keep bees, home brews all of our beer, and last week he learned how to make soap.
This is the cutest thing ever.
This is my dream. Yeah. I literally want to have bees someday. I think it's so amazing.
The only thing is I'd want to do all of this with my husband.
Yeah, which it sounds like she's like, I mean, she said make us lots of interesting friends at the bee place.
No,
so.
I just mean like I'd want
You don't want to work either?
Let's hang out with bees together.
Same.
They could probably make a business out of it, honestly.
Like, they seriously
Get
could.
crafty.
Bees, soap, and brews.
Yeah, right? Oh.
Bees, brews, and soap. Bees, booze, and bubbles.
Bees. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's their business. Okay. I want to do this. Someone literally asked me the other day, and they're like, what's your dream job? Like, do you like being an OT? And well, yes, I love being an OT.
You're like, I'm not a podcaster. Oh, that I didn't say that right. You were like, I'm now a podcaster.
I do. I can, technically add that on my resume, but there's like this meme, and it's like I'm not cut out for the work life. I didn't choose this work life. Like, what's that meme? It's like I'm not coming. I don't want to work. Like, it's like I just want to be a housewife.
That meme that says I don't want to work. LOL, you know what I'm talking about? No, Morgan, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm Googling the
It
meme.
sounds great, though. I feel like I would love a meme that says, I don't want to work. Okay, sorry, I'm done.
No, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to find the meme, but...
Yeah, because what is your definition?
I don't know. Oh, my dream job is not needing one. That would work. Oh, I think this might be the tweet I saw. My dream job is ... not working. No work. I don't dream about labor. That is me to a T.
Whoa.
Like, I don't have a dream job. Like, I enjoy my job. I enjoy helping people. I like my job. But if I won the lottery, I wouldn't work. I'd podcast. I'd make fun videos. But, like, I'm not cut out for labor.
Well, I think you have such a creative brain as well, which is part of it because you know,
I get bored quickly.
Yeah, and you would constantly keep yourself busy and would have projects and
volunteer.
Be making things happen.
I'd start a nonprofit. I'd probably start a nonprofit rescuing horses and then turning them into therapy horses.
Yeah.
For people with special needs and disabilities.
I mean, look at this podcast. It's so funny. I was just looking at me and Morgan's old text string from like 4 months ago. Or no, how long?
A year ago.
It was a year ago.
It was April of 2020.
And Morgan, just when the pandemic hit, Morgan texted me, was like, do you want to make a podcast?
I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cute. We're going to have to post those. But back to this friend. Absolutely love what he's doing. So happy. So
adorable.
So adorable. So she goes on to say, I'm proud of him. He sells produce and honey at the farmer's market on weekends during the growing season. People act like he must sit around and play video games all day. The things they say are horrible. I had to stop talking to one friend because she told me to divorce him. It's crazy.
Wow.
So unsupportive. If it was him working and me busting my butt at home, no one would say a thing to me, which is exactly what I was going to say. Like the gender stereotypes, like no one would question the woman staying home. But because it's the man staying home, it's like...
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous. If a guy wants to stay home and like the wife wants to be the breadwinner and that's a mutual decision...
Yeah.
Power to you. Amazing. So that's all she says. But the top comment goes, This sounds like a them problem. If it works for you, then it works. Fuck everyone else.
I don't get why they're mad about it.
They're probably jealous.
About what?
I mean, we just said we'd want to do that.
Yeah, but I
We'd
mean,
wanna, have bees and bake soap.
but are they jealous that she's making money, or they're jealous that her husband's chilling, or that her husband is making such an awesome situation for them that when she gets home, she's so happy and they have all these new friends and all these fun activities? Like, what?
Their life sounds great.
Yeah, I don't understand. I would just want to be involved. I don't understand.
I almost wonder if it's...
I don't understand.
I don't get it. I almost wonder if it's a lot to do with just one, like how we view gender roles and, our idea of like a typical patriarchal society where the men is the breadwinner and the women stay home typically, or stay at home moms. And like, we are really women working and having their own jobs and being able to have their own bank account. That's a recent thing.
Yeah, I know.
Women
crazy.
Women weren't allowed to have their own bank accounts until like 1970.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to fact check that.
I was actually just talking to Jeff about this because, as much as we see ourselves as equals, we also need to recognize that as a woman or as a man, there is a chance that we have experienced the world a little bit differently based off of societal norms that have been placed on the world.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So it says women could open bank accounts in the late 1960s. However, a lot of banks could not let them get credit cards or open a checking account without, I just got to read this.
who did that? Who had the say?
Yeah. So this is an article on Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and it's a quote that said, when she argued her first case in 1971, many banks still would not issue women credit cards or allow them to open checking accounts without their husband's permission. So yeah, it was the 70s. Because this Equal Credit Opportunity Act wasn't passed until 1974.
That is so wild.
Which was supposed to prohibit credit discrimination on the basis of gender.
What year was it that women were allowed to vote?
So women were allowed to vote in the United States in 1920. It was the 19th Amendment. But yeah, I think in the same article on Ruth Bader Ginsburg, all of these laws that codified men as the breadwinners and the beneficiaries and women as dependents were declared unconstitutional in those 5 years. But that was 1974. We're only 50 years out.
Yeah. I mean, even 1920 isn't that long ago. And
100 years.
And when you look at the entire history of the world, it is a drop in time.
It is. So yeah, I think a lot of people, especially if you grew up in a very traditional home, might still have this concept of a patriarchal society and can't really get past the idea of a man not being a breadwinner. But again,
it makes me so mad at those people.
Yeah.
I think it's the sweetest setup ever. And she sounds happy. He sounds happy.
Yeah, sounds ideal. I love it.
I want to be friends with them.
I know. I want to have a bee hut, bee farm, my own honey. I love buying honey from the farmer's market. That's my favorite purchase there.
Helps with allergies too.
I know, the pollen does. So if you buy the bee pollen, especially if it's local pollen from your area, it helps with allergies.
Yeah.
I have some in my freezer right now. This next comment though I really like. As a husband who went to part-time so my wife could pursue her career, I appreciate everyone's comments here. I walked away from a director title to take care of my 3 girls. I've gotten some shit from coworkers for it, and I just don't understand. I feel they'll regret it at 70. 4 years later, I don't regret it for a second. My oldest turns 16 in 3 months. I'd never get these days back.
Oh, we love a good girl dad.
Your husband sounds like the coolest person I've never met. Screw what everyone else thinks. If it works for you, it's a win.
Hell yeah.
I completely agree.
Same.
Shitty friends.
Same. Get rid of them. We
Shitty
want to be your friends. Call us.
Let us know where you live.
Yeah.
If anyone in California has bees that's listening.
Morgan loves to get stung, so just call her up.
No, but you wear a little suit.
I know. But I have seen that video going viral where that woman just straight up sticks her
hand in
everything.
there. She'll like shake them off. She had like
Yeah.
a ball. Like apparently the queen bee was like in it or something. I don't know. But she like shook her hand and they all flew away. It was like,
Yeah.
how aren't they going mad at you?
Yeah, but we did have a little incident with Morgan's dog.
My dog did get stung by a bee today, but I don't care. She's fine. So
Yeah.
invite me to your bee farm if you're in California.
Yeah.
Or close by.
Just bring a dog suit for Holly.
She's not coming. She doesn't need another vet bill.
Holly wants to hang out
With the bees?
with the bees.
Not a chance.